Okay. Hey guys, Juju22 here, and it's time for the third of 4 Division Series games, and today's game is going to be Detroit at the New York Yankees. So, not much else to say except I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are in good spirits. I hope everything is going well with you guys. And before I go any further, I'm just going to set up everything else. Can't believe I'm 12 away from 1500, but that's another story for another time. Had a good day yesterday, so I'm happy about that. Okay, let me just get this. I hope, let's see. Had a good day yesterday. I had a nice time at a place I usually never go to, and that's Makuni's. I did save up for it, so I'm happy that I saved up for it, and it was really good. Sushi, everything that goes with it, so it was a different experience. I will admit, but even so. Of course, I realize that, you know, that baseball is not everybody's cup of tea, but for everyone else, let me just let people know, including a good friend of mine who I've had on the show as an announcer, but now we have him as nice. All right, let me just contact them for a moment, but otherwise. Okay. Let's see. Sorry if I'm not talking very much. I'm just letting the people know that are going to be in this. No. And then next is John. Let me get him. And then finally, Chaos. Mainly for the fact that he's on the opposite. Hey, there's Clinton, Mr. Clinton himself. Okay, seriously, where is? Oh, is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, there he is. I couldn't find him, but there he is. And also, Clinton, I'm not sure if I should ask, but I will. And that is, would you like to do commentary, even though you're commentating your own game, so to speak? Well, then again, that hasn't stopped you before, so I suppose I really shouldn't have to ask. But nonetheless, though. Sure? All right, sure. All right, I'll set it up for you. No, not a worry. and hopefully we get to have people like. As well as Ladybug. Alright. Okay, so I've set up the thing. Let's see. Okay, what's up? Anyway. Hope everything's well, Mr. Clinton.
I'm doing alright.
Good. That's awesome. Had to do some, had to, clean up around the house a little bit. Just the usual stuff, but then again, that's just part of adulting.
Oh, yeah.
But now that we've taken care of that, or rather I took care of it, now it's time for Clinton to make his big debut. And the question is, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
No. I said, are you ready?
So you start telling people to suck it?
No, but if anybody does piss me off, I would say, oh yeah, well, you can just suck Dick's Sporting Goods. No. But no, seriously though, it's just I've always wanted to do that. I just had to find someone to do it too.
It's all good.
Oh, all right. So,
I just whacked my hand, that's all.
well, last time we had St. Louis barely, and I mean barely, make it into the championship game. But you could pretty much thank I forgot that one guy, but it was Princess who knocked in both runs. Well, now we'll see if Turnbull is up to the task of taking on perhaps the greatest pitcher that has never existed until now, Clinton Flippin.
I think he'll lose.
So you have doubts for yourself, or are you just scared?
No, I'm talking about the other guy.
Well,
He'll lose.
I mean, I'm scared. I'm scared of what you're gonna do to him. But that being said, I have already notified Elmeister and John, and we'll see them. And I guess they're just waiting for me to start the damn game. So let's start it.
Like, we're not coming till the game started.
Yeah, it's like that sometimes. I don't know why, but it is. All right, so here we go. Winner will take on the Chicago White Sox, and of course you have John, MBN John at batting third, and Elmeister batting eighth, and of course Spencer Turnbull is going to be taking on Clinton Flippin in the pitching matchup.
MLB The Show is
I just think there's way too many good hitters on the Yankees for...
a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the New York
Yeah, they have a lot of weapons. I'll give them that. So it's going to be up to Turnbull if he can shut down the weapons. That's really what it's going to come down to. I honestly believe that that's what it would come to.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen.
And of course, the Detroit Tigers are not just going to lay down and die.
Oh no, of course not.
I mean, I mean, the fact was, I mean, they could have just as easily, you know, lost their cool and lost to Baltimore in that wild card game. You know, and we could be seeing Baltimore instead, but instead, we have the Yankees, and I take it John's probably still away, and then Elmeister, he was on his phone earlier, but I guess he had to go take care of something. Hopefully he gets to watch this. But other than that, though, this is definitely one game I've been looking forward to, as we get a better look at Clinton Flippin, who is apparently 20 years old and weighs 205. 205 live? No, but still.
Yeah.
All right, so we start off with Robbie Grossman for Clinton, and he gets a strike to start off with. That's a good first sign there. And it's raining. So this might be, I don't know about you, but I think with the rain, it's probably going to make things much tougher to hit home runs. I would think.
Oh yeah, I can combine that with off-speed pitches, and yeah, you've got that correct.
And who knows? Maybe the rain might just throw off the Yankees a little bit. So they're gonna have to rely on base hit singles and doubles and triples. Swings and a miss. Swung at a very low pitch. That would have been a ball had he not swung at it, but he did. Excuse me. And a swing and a miss, and the first strikeout for Clinton in 5 pitches.
Not perfect, but I'll take it. But that's going to be the unique thing about this matchup, is that there isn't a lot of power pitches being thrown, so.
No? Anyway, a little bit inside and on the bottom of next to Jonathan Scope. I do remember this young man when he was coming up on the Baltimore Orioles. Especially when they had Buck Showalter as their manager in the mid-2010s. Right now it's 1-1. Now make that 2-1. And also, I do have some good news for you, Mr. Clinton, the man behind the character. Anyway, swing and a miss, 2-2. I do have I do have a bug.
You signed Ladybug, didn't you?
I did, and I'm like, is she really that cute?
Yes. Trust me, she is.
I mean,
And
did
she
you try
knows
to?
it too, which is the worst part.
I was just about to ask, like, well, before I get there. Also, hello to Mobman 2010. I did enjoy bits and pieces of Remnant Elementor's stream. I don't know if he's still streaming as we speak, but it's great to see you, Mobman. I mean, I know that Mob, you do use a bat as a weapon in wrestling, but I don't know if you're interested in using a bat to hit a ball. Maybe you are. But
full count.
Yeah, full count, and he's up to 13 pitches. That's a bit too many, especially at this point. But he does get the cutter and a strikeout. That's 2 strikeouts in a row.
Yeah, it's gonna have to slow down that pitch count, but that's what I mean about off-speed pitches. It's not easy to hit them. And
Well,
there's that tribute pitch to Mariano Rivera, that cutter.
yeah. Well, up first, and ooh, nice generous call there at the bottom outside corner for a strike on Miguel Cabrera. Cabrera. I can't talk.
If I was Cabrera, I'd be kind of arguing that one because that did not look like a strike to me. And I'm throwing the dang ball.
And that's going to be a tip, or I'm sorry, that was. I mean, he fouled it, so it's now 0-2 now. 0-2 is the count.
Ow.
And he gets caught looking. That's a three pitch strikeout. Those are the kind of strikeouts you want.
3 up, 3 down, and all 3 strikeouts. That's just, other than the pitch count, that's a great first inning.
Yeah, and back to Mottman, I will say that I do look forward to whenever you do your next wrestling show, because Mottman does wrestling shows. It's just he doesn't do it very often. But much like anything else, when he does do it, it's quality entertainment. I'm sorry, it really is. And also, hello to the broken Twitch.
Hey, Twitch.
I just thought I should point that out. Okay. Well, now for Turnbull, his first assignment is going to be DJ LeMahieu. And, of course, trying to get him out is like trying to get out... well, actually, there has never been a guy like LeMahieu, so I can't really compare him to anybody. Anyway, hit foul. So now if you're the Yankees, and I know that you're hoping your teammates can drive up the pitch count for your opposing pitching counterpart, Spencer Turnbull. Can't talk. But that's what you want your guys to do.
DJ, you didn't need to hit that ball. That was a freaking ball if I ever seen one.
That's DJ, not TJ.
I said DJ. It sounded like DJ, but...
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
It's all good.
Anyway, that was a real
swing
and a miss on a very bad... well, I don't want to say it was very bad, but it was an off-speed pitch.
It was in the... Yeah, it was in the strike zone. If he wouldn't have swung, it still would have been a strikeout. He just swung way too early.
And next up is Joshua James's favorite player, even though he's on the Yankees, Aaron Judge. And I don't need to tell you who he is.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
And he gets it, well, he hits it to third base, but they managed to get the play at first. Great play there by the third baseman. And anyway, here's the starting lineup. Well, up next at bat at third is MBN John. Giancarlo Stanton is the designated hitter. And Elmeister is playing third base for the Yankees. And batting eighth. All right, well, up next is MBN John. So this is his first real at-bat. Now, I know that you
John's
have
got to get on base.
What's that?
So John's got to get on base.
Yeah, he does. He gets, well, they did a shift, and they were able to get the out with the shifting more towards the right part of the infield. So they get him with the shift, and they get the out at first. So it was a good hit, they just had the shift.
Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all.
Yeah, I just hope I can get some run support. That's what...
The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings.
I don't know what she's saying, but
Anyway, I'll just tell you what she's saying. She's saying that it's gonna be light rain throughout this whole game, and that in between innings, the groundspeople will keep the field as dry as possible. You know, pushing out the excess water, things like that. And here is the man that propelled Detroit into this game, and that is Candelario. And they get the out at first. One down. One pitch, one down.
that's what I like to see.
All right, so here is the defense. Let's get a good look at this. MBN John is playing in center field, and Elmeister is a third baseman. Now, I know that you're not too familiar with John and Elmeister, but John, he can cover the field, and for Elmeister, you know, he may be small, but he's got a cannon for an arm, especially when they need to make plays from third to first. So you do have some defensive weapons to help you.
That's good.
Not to say that John doesn't have a cannon for an arm himself. I mean, John can lift.
One pitch, one out would be great right now.
Anyway, a swing and a miss, and that was out of the strike zone. That was a bad swing there by Ramos. 1-2. Fouls it off. So far, no one has gotten a hit yet. And a swing and a miss. That's another strikeout. His third.
Nice.
And, well, there's a look at the bracket for those who didn't get to see it early in the show.
Third. I thought that was fourth, because if I remember correctly, I struck out the entire side in the first inning.
Maybe he did. Oh, maybe it was. Okay. Yeah, you probably did. It's just I forgot about that one.
Show the K signs there, cameraman. Go to camera 10.
I mean, I know that other people are doing other things. Let's see. I wonder if there's any other streams going on. Oh, shit. And a swing and a miss, and now, so far, Clinton has controlled the count. Now it's 1-2.
It is the Friday before the 4th of July, so that is probably playing a factor in as well.
Yep. Anyway, nice infield single, and while Elmeister was able to cut it off, he wasn't able to make a play as he was too far away to make a throw, so, you know, good job on him holding onto the ball, then try to throw it and make an error out of it. And sure, you hate to give up, you know, that sort of hit, but it's certainly better than a home run.
It's not going to be easy. Yeah, it's not going to be easy to try to throw a no-hitter or a perfect game in the postseason.
Yeah, true.
Because it's already been...
Oh, sorry.
I was like, it's only been done once, the perfect game in a postseason, so...
Don Larson in the 64 World Series, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
Oh wait, not the 64. Let me double check, because I know
it's fuzzy, but I know he's the only one that's done it.
Don Larson's perfect game. Nice.
Smash the ball.
Oh, he did it in the 56 World Series. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's really like fuzzy with me as far as like who did what.
I can't even talk. Is the video like that?
as far as like sometimes.
Oh, what?
Let me refresh because I started getting Dr. Buffer there for a second, but
Yeah, I
I
hope
refreshed and it's all good.
it's all good. All right, cool, cool. That scared the hell out of me. And well, as that happens, I believe that was a walk given up by Turnbull. I was so busy trying to keep up with making sure that the stream wasn't going to shits.
I think the managers might need to start questioning this umpire because from my angle, I know it benefits my team, but still, that did not look like a strike or a ball to me. That looked like a strike.
Yeah. My only hope is that he is consistent. That's my only hope, but...
Yeah. Because I've seen some questionable calls for both teams
God.
today.
I'm just glad that it's not Angel Hernandez behind the plate, God forbid. And I seriously mean that.
He is the Mario Yamasaki of baseball.
I might have to give you... I mean, yeah, Mario was pretty bad. Well, Yamasaki, that is. But if I had to really pick someone who was even worse than that, I would have went with Steve Mazzagatti.
Yeah, Mazzagatti was bad, but, like, I don't... yeah, they're both really bad, and I'm glad they're not doing it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Mario Yamasaki was in UFC 3, the video game, but then they took him out by the time we got to the fourth game, so... Though it would have been nice to have someone like Josh Rosenthal, or I mean, his last name is Rosenthal. I just forgot his first name.
Josh.
Josh
I have
Rosenthal.
UFC Undisputed 3.
Oh, hang on a second.
All right, 2-2 count. Foul ball. Those pitchers are like getting up there in pitch count already. Come on, Luke. Oh, that was a bad swing. That was a really bad swing. Way too early. Great pitch, though. Great pitch. Here, let's see. Oh, is it? Oh, no, he dropped it. He dropped it. 2 on, 1 out. Oh. I don't... did that? Oh, it hit his leg, so it never got in his glove. Excellent angle on the replay. Alright, Clint. You got 2 on, 1 out. Even a sacrifice here would work. That's a check swing. They call it a strike. Oh, way too up and in. One. Ah, fouled off. 1-2. Oh, that's foul. I like it, driving up the pitch count. And that is a foul off.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Jeez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed.
Ah, strikeout number 2. Don't hit yourself in the... What the heck? Let's see the replay. Nice pitch there. Up and in the middle. Nicely done. Hey, Joshua. Alright.
Okay, guys, I'm back.
0-1.
Alright. What's up? Hey, Joshua, what's up? Good to see you. And wow, the bases are loaded with 2 outs.
Oh, not loaded. Now they are. You hit him.
Yeah, he hit him.
Oh, why would you throw that high and in? Are you kidding me?
Oh, I mean, that's bad for him.
It is, but I'm trying to be a bit impartial here.
Oh, yeah, it is very bad for, Chaos Reaper's team. I mean, and even if Chaos Reaper didn't get injured, he still would have had to, take a rest and have Spencer Turnbull do his start anyway. So it's not like they wouldn't have had Chaos Reaper services. Also, but yeah, I hope everything's going well, Joshua. And he swung and missed at it. Wow. Yeah, one home run would have killed it.
Man.
That was oh my gosh. He swung at a bad pitch.
Oh, Gary.
Yeah, which would explain why people want to see him get traded IRL.
Yeah. The Yankees need lots of help in real life.
Yeah, it's a good thing they got
it. It's not a well-led team.
No. You'd hope that yourself, Elmeister, and John would right the ship. Anyway, up next at the plate is a new up-and-coming superstar by the name of Akil Badu. And this guy has come into his own, and sure, he's not like lighting the league up like Fernando Tatis was last year, but still, he's an up-and-comer. But they get him out at first, 1 down. All right. Man, a lot of people need help in real life, not just in baseball, but all other sports too. That is absolutely true. Let's see. I'm trying to think of teams in other sports that desperately need help.
Green Bay.
Yeah, well, yeah. I would say I would have. Yeah, Green Bay's one that needs help after the collapse of what happened last year, but or back to back.
A lot of people think, oh, trade Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, Rodgers isn't going to be traded. It would be pure stupidity to trade Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to, and if you do trade him, you better get a haul back, like a buttload of draft picks and all that shit. But anything less than that, it's like, no, don't trade him. Anyway.
2-2.
All right, so 2-2. But when I was thinking of teams that needed help, I was thinking of teams like the Sacramento Kings. They've been sucking for so bad that it's not even funny. I think, yeah, that's probably what Joshua was trying to refer to at.
Quit throwing in the corner and low me.
And he gets it in the strike zone. Strike 3, looking. That's his 5th strikeout for Clinton.
He wasn't biting on low in the zone, so you have to move where you're pitching at.
Mm-hmm.
I get the idea of attacking at the knees, because that's a really good idea, because a lot of hitters will swing and try to drive it from there.
All right, so Robbie Grossman coming back in, and he swings at the first pitch. Strike 1. Anyway, I did just finish a bottle of A&W root beer.
I've been trying to get that for a few days now, but unfortunately I have to have 0 sugar.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I mean, if I was going
water like no other.
yeah, water's always good. And if you have to have something sweet, I would have suggested. I don't want to say Lipton. I'm trying to remember the brand. But it was raspberry tea.
Oh, nice pop up. Nice, and got the 3rd out.
Well, and so far,
last 2 innings has lowered the pitch count greatly.
That's good. That's awesome. I mean, it definitely helps in the long run. I mean, Turnbull got himself in a bad situation with loading the bases up and then somehow finding a way to get out of that jam.
Yeah, there's no perfect game today or no hitter, so there's no reason for the manager to not monitor the pitch count.
Anyway, a swing at a very low pitch by LeMahieu. And he pops it up. And that's going to be caught. 1 down.
Yeah. Yanks got to start, like, stringing up some runs here. Cause getting some hits, something.
Yeah, because
they blew that opportunity in last inning.
They did. And I mean, you would think that the longer this game goes and it's still scoreless, you would think that Detroit would somehow, some way, find a way to score a run, and that could be the difference. Jesse Ross, Mr. RWF.
Hey, Jesse. But yeah, the hitters need to calm down and be patient and stop swinging at every little thing they get, because otherwise they're just going to end up generating outs instead of runs.
And a swing and a miss, but that was a good cut there with that curveball. And for Turnbull, that's his 5th strikeout. I mean, Turnbull doing what he has to do to win. Can't fault him for that. But to your point, they really should not be swinging at every single thing. All right, well, up next is MBN John. We'll see if he can do better than he did as he grounded out in the 1st inning. Anyway, Jesse Ross, or RWF as he was also known to be called, that is JWE's friend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's how I know who Jesse RWF Ross is, so yeah. And now Turnbull having trouble with his pitches, locating the strike zone, and John smart enough not to swing at it. So good for John not to swing at it unless it's close, and it was, but he fouled it off. All right, full count, and for John, he has to protect the plate. And he hits this, and this could be, I believe, nope, that was short of a home run, but that's going to be enough for a double. I mean, he hit it, and it curved away from the can't even talk. It curved away from the outfield shift, and it nearly went out of the ballpark, but it stayed in, and it's a double.
That's good. Still gets us potential run support. I am happy with that.
Well, now the question is, can Stanton get the job done? I mean, he walked in the 2nd, which was good, but you know, you got to get your hits in. All right, fouled it away.
Yeah, just be patient at the plate and drive in that run.
And
We
that
need
was
it bad.
a strike in the outside corner, and it did go into the strike zone. So 1-2, and fouls it off, protecting it. Does Giancarlo Stanton. And does not swing at a very low pitch. Now 2-2. And he swings and misses, and that's another runner left on base.
Guys, good lord. Am I gonna have to sub myself in to hit and do all the work?
Well, unfortunately, this is not the National League. It's not the National League. Otherwise, if it was, and it's not like the old American League either, where they had the same rules as its older counterpart.
Well, there is that guy on the Angels in real life right now. He's leading the Major League Baseball in home runs as a pitcher.
Oh yeah, definitely. His name is Shohei Ohtani. The first true, well, I don't want to say the first true, but he's not the first one, but the first in a long time. And also, there's the Chaos Reaper, and to my surprise, Chaos, your team still has a chance to win this.
Hey, Reaper. But yeah, he's the first two-way player since Babe Ruth.
Yeah, and of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Jacob deGrom as well. And a slider that goes quite a bit outside the strike zone, so he's got to focus on locating those pitches now. Does Clinton, the player, and he does, but it's fouled away.
I think he was trying to get him to chase that ball.
Yeah.
Quite a few batters have been chasing today on both teams.
Anyway, well, he pops it up, and it's caught. One down. And Clinton is at 49 pitches at the fourth inning after one out. Next up is Miguel Cabrera. Without a doubt, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer when he's done. And he hits it, but it's hooked foul.
Yeah, just stay patient. Try to get him to chase if you're going to throw on the outside. That's the first time the cutter has missed.
Ooh, that was a good. Well, that was a good changeup. I think that was. Well, because you got him to swing at it and missed. And another changeup at this time.
Changeup.
Yep, and another one, but this time he didn't swing at that one. Yeah, so you're gonna have to do more than that to fool Cabrera. That's for sure. He does hit that one, but it's foul. Of course, Cabrera is not an easy out. We all know that.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. He's one of the best hitters in the league, so you definitely are not going to be he's not going to be an easy out.
Yeah, he's the last Triple Crown winner. If you remember.
I can't remember the year, but I do remember he did it.
Yeah, and he swings and misses, does Cabrera, and that's another strikeout. 6 strikeouts for Clinton.
Which is really frightening because 2 of them are on the best hitter Detroit has. And
that's incredible.
That's the fact that he doesn't throw fastballs is confusing this lineup.
And it goes for the slider and a bit outside, but I guess he was trying to get Candelario to swing at it. But it's like the old The Who song, "You won't get fooled again." But he does get a strike on a. But he does get his strikes, you know, looking. Does Candelario. Swing and a miss with a changeup.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight, put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case.
Oh, another one. Just, he's throwing nasty today. Only problem I see is the pitch count is getting a bit too high for comfort.
Oh, absolutely. That could be a problem later in the show. I mean, it's not like you guys have Mariano Rivera anymore. You know.
Oh, no kidding.
Anyway, fouls it away.
I'll give him credit. It's a good at bat. He's driving up the pitch count. Because if anybody knows a good weakness in the pitching staff is that it's the bullpen.
Oh yeah. And then I mean, of course, we've seen teams with the opposite problem. Great bullpen, but bad starters. You know, but you don't see too many teams like that. But such teams do exist, really. Once again, driving up the pitch count is Candelario. This guy is just... He's like a roach. You just don't know how to kill him. And that's a walk.
Ah, come on. That's questionable. That's another questionable call.
Yeah. Well, remember when you said that they had a questionable call in your favor? Well, I guess it kind of shows that, well, it was consistent, I guess.
He's being consistently bad.
But nonetheless, though. Anyway, oh, I forgot to ask, how's everything going in your neck of the woods, Chaos? Also, it was awesome to team up with Shifty, and I certainly was not expecting to win the tag team championships. I really was not. Anyway, the count is now 1-2. Or 1-2, sorry.
Just need to get this out. Doesn't matter if it's strikeout, doesn't matter if it's a pop-up.
And he hits it, and it's a single.
Ah, that is not what you wanted. Judge, you gotta run. You weren't running towards that ball at all. You gotta run. Hustle, boy, hustle.
So now we have Mazzara, who already has a single to his name, is really the only person that, was the only person that had gotten a hit, but now it's up to Mr. Flippin' Clinton to get the job done. So there you go.
Get the out and get out of this jam.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Well, for everyone that is celebrating 4th of July, I hope you enjoy it. And also, well, not just this game, but also the holiday as well.
Go watch the Wiener Fest.
And he hits it, but it's hooked foul.
See, I was hoping somebody would get the reference.
A wiener. Oh.
It's the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were talking about. Like, what? Yeah. No, I have seen that contest a couple of times, but I'm like, it just looks like I could barf if I tried to do it. And he hits it, and it's another single.
You
And
guys are not hustling to the defense.
and as a result, Detroit takes the lead 1-0. I mean, I'll give.
You got it.
Oh God. Sorry.
It's oh my lord. Would have been better off just hit the guy in the head.
Anyway, hits it right to Elmeister, and they get the force out. But the damage is done. They get 1 run, and while it could have been worse,
Tigers get just the 1.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that we're in trouble this game because I have no faith in my hitting right now.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
we'll see if they can turn that
My
around.
right fielder. About ready to hit him.
Well, now it's up to, we'll see if Luke Voigt can do something about it. And he swings, and it's I mean, what kind of, I'm sorry, but why would you swing at something that's like below your knees? I mean, this is not golfing, damn it. Although he does get a good hit on this one, but unfortunately the rain might have had something to do with the fact that it didn't go as far as it otherwise could have. Because it was nicely solid hit, but anyway, one down.
Yeah, but that's the thing is we get opportunities and they always screw it up.
Anyway, Gleyber Torres. And in fact, if I'm not mistaken, he was one of the pieces that New York got from Chicago. I forgot who they traded Torres for, but it helped them win the championship in '16 for the Chicago Cubs. That is. And strikeout looking. And for Spencer Turnbull, that is his 7th strikeout. Turnbull having the game of his life, and I mean, if you're Detroit, obviously you cannot help but be happy about that.
Yeah,
although Frazier gets a good hold on this one, and he dropped it. He dropped it. And he's gonna go all the way to third, but that was a rare misplay by Detroit.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be screwed up anyways. Like I said, I've almost lost any faith in the lineup except for like John and Elmeister. That every single one of the other guys has just been botching everything today.
Well, speaking of Elmeister, now it's up to him now.
I just hope he can get a single inside of this game.
Yeah. Now, of course, last time he got hit by a pitch, so I mean, of course, Elmeister won't be able to do much if he gets hit by a pitch again.
Oh no, it's not gonna work.
Anyway, and a strike at the bottom part of the strike zone. And he fouls it away, does Elmeister. Now the count is 1-2. Now Elmeister has to protect.
All you gotta do, Elmeister, is get it in, get a single. And you've got the run tie ball game.
Yep. So he protects again. And he hits this, and unfortunately not far enough, as that was a great play by the right fielder. Just a great hit. It's just it was a great hit, but it just did not fall fast enough.
I just do not understand why they keep going for home runs. I don't get it. You know the weather is not.
I'll tell you what, if they lose, it's going to come back to the fact that they couldn't get the job done. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but then again, like Alberto Del Rio said, you already know that. Anyway, 1-1 is the count for Akil Baddoo.
I just cannot believe the bats have gone completely cold today. It's ridiculous.
All right, well, they get the pop-up. 1 down. And, of course, we have not Willie Mays Castro. Bad joke, I know. Anyway, hits it right to the shortstop, and they get the out at first. 2 down. Well, now at least they got their defensive game going. Now they just have to do it on the bats.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, if the Yanks come back and win, I'm not getting credited with nothing.
And a swing and a miss by Grossman. So strikes 2 balls, 60-25. That's a good margin right there. But a good chunk of those had to have been foul balls. Fouled again. And a chopper, and it's hit right to Clinton, and they get the out at first. All right, well, a 1-2-3 inning. That's a good recovery inning, defensively at least.
Oh yeah, but Aaron, we just gotta stop going for home runs. Like literally, every bat I've seen so far, they've been swinging for the fences, and sometimes that just isn't the right thing to do.
Well, the report is that although the manager would love to have seen some runs, he is happy with the fact that the pitch count is up. But of course, Clinton would think otherwise, and he's already said it.
The manager's an idiot.
I mean,
yeah, you can drive up the pitch count all you want, but you need to get something in it instead of just swinging. Let's try to get a home run every 5 minutes. This isn't. Stop trying to be the Bombers. It needs to stop.
Yeah. Oh. And ooh, good hit there, but it's hooked foul. And 0-2 is the count. Still fouling it away is Scary Sanchez. Right now he just has to protect the plate. That's all he can do. He lays off that pitch, so that's a miracle right there. He laid off that pitch that was just outside. Now it's 1-2.
Yeah, be patient. If it looks like it's going to go outside, don't swing at it.
All right, still 1-2 after a foul ball. And he hits it right down the middle, and that's going to be a single.
Okay, finally. Be smart, play small ball. Quit trying to be the Bombers. The Bombers are dead and buried. Let them rest.
I mean, Turnbull tried to get that ball, and had he gotten it, that would have been a great play by his point, though. But now we get back to DJ LeMahieu. And, ooh, that was kind of close. I couldn't really see if that was a strike in the strike zone there, but it was relatively close. Excuse me, have some glass there. Had a really good lunch at, I brought some food home from a Mexican restaurant. Really good stuff.
I haven't eaten out in a while, so.
And a swing and a miss, and another strikeout for, Spencer Turnbull, of course.
Okay, this lineup is really starting to aggravate me. Like, why are you being dumb? You could tell that pitch, if you have to jerk your legs back to avoid the pitch, why would you swing?
Anyway, a pitch slightly above the strike zone, and Judge does not swing at that one. 1-0 is the count. And a bit too low. 2-0. I mean, this is his third at bat for Judge, so you'd think at some point he's probably going to start figuring this out. Anyway, that was a good cut there. I mean, good cut there. Good cut either way.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good pitch to swing on because it's in the strike zone. But I'm talking about, like, if you're forced to move your body out of the way of a pitch, why would you swing at it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why? It makes no sense.
And just on the bottom part of the strike zone, and another strikeout for Turnbull. Turnbull is turning out to be an ace.
I have a feeling the Yanks are going home. The way they're acting as far as hitting and everything else, it's just not working. They're not doing anything. They're just concerned with home runs, and that kind of attitude is not going to get you wins.
Yeah, and the fact that the Yankees waited as long as they did to, get their turn, but by virtue of the fact that they did so well last season, but that was last season. All right, well, after two pitches, John is up 2-0 now in the count.
Come on, John. Just
make that 3-0 now. So now John might get himself a hit, a pitch to hit. We'll see.
I hope so.
Well, he gets it like just inside the strike zone. All right, so 3-1. And another one. Caught looking.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he hits this one, but it is too high. And whoa, we almost dropped that.
Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5.
Yep.
I'll tell you one thing.
Once again, they're hitting high instead of hitting low. You need to hit low, not high. If
Absolutely.
the weather like this, don't hit the ball high.
I mean, if you're Chaos Reaper and you're just hoping that Detroit somehow finds a way to get through this, you have to be pretty happy with where you are right now. If you're Chaos.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have a feeling, yeah, I'm not happy with what's going on right now.
Anyway, nice hit there, but it's foul. 1-1. And, okay, that one was quite a bit outside the strike zone there. But so far, Jonathan Scope is 0-2. 0 for 2, sorry. Now it's 2-2 is the count. And then Chaos is saying, come on, Detroit, keep it up. I'll tell you what, if Detroit wins this, if Detroit wins the World Series, this would be a classic worst to
Detroit
first.
Wins this game, there's going to be a riot.
I would imagine so. Anyway, strikeout to Jonathan Scope, Clinton's 7th strikeout. But yeah, I was trying to think of. Well, yeah, there would be a riot, but I don't know if it would be as bad as the riots in '67.
Because this is what Yankees fans have been talking about for a while now, is the lack of hitting on the team.
At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. So take a look at ball one. No hits to this point.
So far, Cabrera 0 for 2, and he has struck out twice at your hand. That says a lot. Hits it the other way, but this time made the play does Aaron Judge. 2 down. Anyway, back is Candelario, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. Anyway, a changeup way too low. Anyway, last game, Candelario was 3-4 with a home run, and it was the one that propelled the Tigers to this point. And he hits it high, but not far enough, and caught by MBN John to end the 6th, or the middle, or the top of the 6th, excuse me. Stanton, Voit, and Torres up next. If you're the Yankees, you're going to have to start putting some good at-bats. Though that really should just go without saying. And for the Tigers, they got 2 guys in the bullpen getting ready to relieve Mr. Turnbull, who has pitched himself a game of his own. I mean, Clinton has done a great job, but I would also have to give it up to Turnbull. And a hit, and it is a hit, and that's a single. So finally, they get a hit off of Turnbull. Does Staunton.
And that's what they need to do, is keep the ball low instead of trying to go for home runs every 5 minutes.
And, well, it looks like Captain Hook is about to make his entrance. Sorry. As you were saying, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're going to probably pull him now because his pitch count is really high too, so.
Okay. Well, we get a good first look at Kyle Funkhauser. Kind of a weird name, though, but certainly not related to Kyle Young. And also, hey, Elmeister, what's up? Elmeister's in the chat. Right now it's a close game. Your teammate is down right now, but they got to get some hits. And we'll see if Luke Voigt has much better luck against Kyle Funkhauser than he did with Turnbull. Love seeing Stone Cold ADD whoopin'? What? What's ADD whoopin'? Anyway, 2-1. 2-1 for 2-1 for Luke Voigt. And if you're Funkhauser, the worst thing you can do is start walking guys. And he's up to 3-1 is the count. And Voigt might not even have to swing the bat to get on base.
Yeah, if he could get a walk, that would be great.
Anyway, a sinker that was just in the strike zone and a good cut. Stopping a mud hole. Yes. He's a big fan of Stone Cold, if you couldn't tell. Anyway, fouled away.
Oh, yeah.
3-2. Full count. And he hits it, and he does get a hit, and that's going to get runners on second and first.
And see, that was a great hit because he had to jump to avoid the ball because, yeah, watch the first.
Yeah, I saw it.
Look at that.
Yeah, I saw it. Anyway, Gleyber Torres.
Out of the way.
Yeah, he did. And of course, as anyone who doesn't know, if the runner gets hit with the ball, then it's like an out. Except the runner gets out. I don't know if I should probably mention that, but there you go.
And if you're defending baseman, and you impede the way of the runner, then you're penalized. It's treated as a steal or a base hit.
Yeah, they just give the
runner
base.
Gets to advance to the next base.
Yep, they do. Anyway, 2-0 is the count. So now the Yankees are, as what I would suggest, making a run. Too high and just outside the top of the strike zone. I honestly thought that could have been called either way, but instead it's a ball. So now the question is...
he's been consistently bad today, so for both teams, so it can't really...
Anyway, now gets it into the outer part of the strike zone. Well, actually it's... Well, no, not the outer part of the strike zone. It is in the strike zone. What am I talking about?
It's
anyway,
towards the edge of the strike zone in the middle.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Anyway, too low of a pitch, and that's going to load the bases up. Bases loaded, no outs.
Okay.
So now the question is, it's all going to come down to Clint Frazier, who got a triple, although I would have to argue that was more of a single based on some bad play on the part of Detroit. But be that as it may, they ruled it as a triple. I'm not going to argue with it. But if he can get another triple, that's going to clear the bases. And as Elmeister put it, that's going to stop a muddle in them.
Yeah, I'm just... Even a single here would make me happy, or even a sac fly.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, Chaos is not too happy with Funkhauser and his pitching. I mean, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be too happy with Funkhauser, too, if you had him on your team.
Oh, yeah, loading up the bases after pitching an amazing game. Yeah, definitely. I would be upset with a loaded bases, no out situation.
Anyway, they get the play at second and they get the play at first, but they get the run, which is the most important thing.
Yep. Because now it's a tie ball game.
All right, so the game is tied, and Elmeister.
They have a runner on third.
Yep, and Elmeister, you're up next at bat. So good luck, my friend.
Just get a single, drive in another run.
Mm-hmm. And don't let the size of Elmeister fool you. He may be small, but he can hit. Oh, a wild pitch, but Okay, well, the runner at third got back, so no harm, no foul, but... But yeah, Elmeister, what do you think of your guy? Out of character. And he hits it. Well... Oh, wow! They just beat Elmeister at first, because I think a step or two, ahead for Elmeister, and he would have been safe at first, but no, they got him out. But the important thing is that New York has tied this game up 1-1 at the end of 6.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today.
So apparently the manager for Detroit is not happy with their at-bats. As far as for pitch selection and the fact that they were doing what the Yankees were doing, and that's swinging away.
Darren O'Day.
So now we have O'Day. So if O'Day can be half as decent as my man Clinton, then the Yankees are going to be okay.
Oh, both starting pitchers pitched a great day today. Both of them did well, so it's nothing to hang their heads on. It's just the bats for both teams have just let both pitchers down.
Yeah, not only that, but they managed to get their pitch counts high for both batting teams of the opposing pitcher.
Oh, he's got that funky delivery. Actually, that's the delivery I have in real life. I can't lie.
Yeah, apparently so. No. Anyway, 3 straight pitches and 3 straight strikes. A strikeout for O'Day.
Yeah, but that was how I used to pitch in real life.
Well,
is that style?
It's just too bad I can't.
Unpredictable.
Excuse me. All right, well, this time a slider, but it's just outside of the strike zone. Outside. I say outside because it's outside of the... Because if it was inside, it would have been, like, towards the batter. That's what I meant by outside. Swing and a miss in the strike zone. Good cut there. That's a good cut. Fouls it away. So now I have to imagine, Clinton-san, that whichever bullpen can minimize the damage for either team is going to be the one that helps their team win.
Exactly. That is exactly how it's going to go down.
And, okay, well, a 4-seam fastball that goes a bit too low. 2-2. He hits it, but it's foul. So Nomar Mazara is 2 for 2, so we'll see if he can have the same luck with O'Day as he did with you.
Yep. But don't worry, I'll be retooling for next season regardless of what happens here.
And Mazara gets caught looking, and that's 2 strikeouts in a row for O'Day. I have to imagine you're very happy with O'Day with that performance so far.
Oh yeah, but that's what I mean. But what makes that pitching style so weird is because you don't know where the ball's gonna go on these off-speed pitches.
Yeah. And, well, he starts out with 2 balls, so O'Day's going to have to get those pitches up as they were too low.
Yeah.
Oh, swing and a miss.
Just be patient. Yeah, just be patient. Get the batters to swing.
Strike 2 with a slider, just inside, not just the strike zone, but also inside the batter. And outside the strike zone, inside the batter. And now it is 3-2. And that is inside the batter and outside of the strike zone, and that's going to be a walk. So the first walk given up by O'Day. So he'll have to put that behind him and focus his attention on Baddoo. And so far, Baddoo hasn't really had much of an impact yet. Hits a foul ball, 0-1.
Yeah, these are some very good teams, so this it wasn't gonna be an easy matchup from the get-go, but still,
I mean, I take it that you were kind of expecting the Yankees to just simply thrash them.
I wasn't expecting them to thrash them, but I was expecting their bats to actually, connect with the ball in a way that wasn't out of pure stupidity. I don't disrespect the team at all, Detroit's ability at all. That would be straight up stupid.
And so far, Baddoo protecting the plate.
It's just the bats were cold for most of the game, and it hurts because it drove up the pitch count, and now both teams are relying on their not best parts of their pitching staff.
The relievers, you mean? And that's 2 back-to-back sliders, and inside the batter. And now it's 2-2. O'Day's got to have to focus. And, well, Baddoo does what the Yankees were doing before, and that's swinging at anything, and that was not a good swing if you were Baddoo. And I'd have to imagine Chaos could not be too happy with Baddoo swinging at a pitch like that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be happy swinging way outside chasing. But yeah, it's just when you bat, you've got to be patient
and a hit right off the bat. I'm sorry, and a hit right off the bat. One pitch, 1 hit, 1 up. Sorry.
Okay, that's awesome, but it gives some insight on Sanchez. I think the problem a lot of people have with him is he's really streaky, but most of the time it's not a hot streak.
So in other words, it's not Miguel Cabrera good. Because Miguel,
exactly.
Because Miguel has always had great streaks. Like, sure, he's had his cold streaks, because who doesn't? But more often than not, he has done exceptionally well, and that's what's going to get him in the Hall of Fame. I will say that. Anyway, just above the strike zone for a ball, 1-0. And so far, LeMahieu doesn't even have a hit to his name. Hell, he hasn't even been up on the bases yet.
Yeah, LeMahieu hasn't been doing too good today.
Swing and a miss, and that was a good cut there. Good cut there. And also, I forgot to mention Joe Jimenez coming in after Funkhauser gave up that first hit, and a swing and a miss, and that's another strikeout against LeMahieu. And not for the lack of trying either, but it just was, that was not a good pitch to hit.
A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just
Yeah, he got himself off balance. It was just not good.
Anyway, fouls that away, does Judge, and Judge is also in the same boat. He has not gotten on base, and he has not gotten a hit either. But Detroit was smart enough to replace Funkhauser any longer, and they probably would have given up much more.
Oh yeah. Why did you swing at that, Aaron? That was not a pitch to swing at.
Fouls that one away. And lays off the low pitch, 1-2. And this could be Baba Booey indeed. Home run, and all rise for the Judge. He gets all of it.
Okay, so yes, happy that we got some runs in, but O'Day will probably get credited with the win, but that's okay. I'm perfectly alright as long as we win.
I mean, it was one of those things where he got all of that ball, and for Chaos Reaper, I'm pretty sure he's probably throwing every piece of furniture not nailed down. I can imagine. And he hit it like in the second deck. Did Judge. So now New York has turned things around. They were down by 1-0 going into the 6th, but now they've turned it around. So
all right, John, get on base. Let's keep this going.
I mean, I don't know if you have anything else to say about Judge and what he just did.
Oh, Judge did a great job, but you just can't become dependent on home runs. But Judge took a good ball, drove it deep, but he drove it out instead of up, and that was what a lot of the hitters were doing early game, was driving it up instead of driving it forward.
And unfortunately for John, that's going to be a pop-up. Where's the ball? Oh, there it is. All right, so 2 down. But now we're back to Stanton, who is 1 for 2 with a walk and a single.
That was a weird curve. That was a weird curve on that ball.
Yeah, exactly. Because you think it's going to go like in foul territory, but then it comes back into fair territory. I don't get that. I honestly don't get that. I really don't.
I don't know what the wind speed is and everything.
Yeah. Anyway, 0-2 is the count. And Stanton lays off that very low pitch, which is a slider by Joe Jimenez. And he gets a hit, or does he get a hit? Well, he gets a hit, but it was knocked down by the first baseman, and they still had enough time to get the play at first. So, I mean, so good job on the part of the first baseman for not giving up on that play. But with that home run, oh, sorry.
Aaron Judge gets it done. Drives the ball low and out instead of high and short, and he got the 2-run homer to give us the lead. So heck yes, I am happy.
So in other words, it's not if you hit, it's how you hit it.
Yeah.
Well, now to play the other side, I mean, if you're Detroit, I mean, obviously you got to start getting hits of your own.
Oh yeah. Get people on base, be patient at the plate, wait for balls that you can hit them instead of chasing. Because
Oh
chasing
boy.
favors the pitchers.
Yeah. Well, if you saw who was in the pen, you saw AC. Aroldis Chapman.
Yep. Chapman. He's been on the news in real life. It's gotten so bad he's made all his social media accounts private.
I can probably say the same thing about Trevor Bauer, and nothing against Trevor Bauer himself. But then again, I don't know. So far what has been brought to Bauer is accusations at best. At worst, they could be true. I'm not going to say if it is or not. So I'm just going to let the justice system figure out whether any of what has happened is true. And if it is, it's a sad thing. But if it's not, then, Trevor is, then Trevor's a cool guy. But we'll have to find out. Anyway, hit up in the air and caught by NBA John, 1 down. So, I don't know if you had anything to say about it.
I don't know much about it, so I don't really comment because I try to be like wait until the facts are out because you don't know everything to be able to be comment on it.
Absolutely, no, that's true, and that was kind of what I was hitting towards, but I wasn't sure how you felt about it. But well,
plus I don't have much faith in the justice system to begin with. I mean, look at recent cases involving a certain actor who's famous for Jell-O and pudding pops.
Oh. And while we were talking about that, the count is 3-1 with 1 out on the part of Chad Green going up against Grossman, and Grossman himself has not been able to get anything going, and he bloops this, but it goes foul. That almost went fair, but it just went a little ways away to the foul part.
I notice a lot of... This is a comment on the game itself, not on the pitchers, but it seems that this game forces pitchers to rely on their fastball if they have it in their arsenal. I've noticed that.
Oh, never mind. That was a 12 curveball.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Anyway, count is up to 3-2, and he hits this, but he hit it right into the shift, and they get the out at first. 2 down.
So, I mean, they're driving the pitch count up on him, but pitch counts on relief pitchers aren't really as important.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is the time you want to strike. But of course, Chad Green is not exactly, pardon the pun, a Chad.
Oh, I remember the 90s Yankees in real life. Their pitching and bullpen was ridiculous.
Yeah, they were an embarrassment of riches, really.
I think that's what created the mindset of the current Yankees, which is pretty much shove as much money as you can towards the problem.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, the Yankees teams of the late 90s and very early 2000s, they were great. Anyway, a strikeout by Scope by Green, and we are going to the bottom of the 8th, where the Yankees can add to their insurance right here.
Yeah, exactly. That's depending on who's up. But yeah, it's just play small ball. That team was known for small ball. It was not known for smacking home runs every 5 seconds.
Oh, the Yankees of the dynasty Yankees of the 90s and 2000s?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because they came up with some timely hits. It wasn't like how hard, it was when you got them.
Yeah, I think people have forgotten in baseball, it isn't just about, like we said earlier, it isn't about how hard you hit. It's direction, it's height, because low balls are harder to field. Especially like we saw the one earlier with the first baseman. He had to jump out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But of course, as we all know, well, yes, of course. I'm trying to remember. Well, this one might fall into the gap, and it does. And that might be, I believe, a double for Voigt. I think that was, yeah, that is Voigt. He hits a double.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Exactly how you're taught in the Pee Wee leagues to hit. You're taught to find the gaps and exploit them, because those are the weaknesses of the defense.
Yes, of course. I mean, truth be told, I have hit 2 home runs, but they were both inside the park, really. That's because not only did I hit it hard, I hit it where it wasn't at. That's how I was able to get those home runs.
They had me play. My brother was on third base or shortstop, and then when I wasn't pitching to keep me playing, they literally had me playing the other spot where they would. If my brother was in shortstop, I was at third. If he was at third, I was at short.
Anyway, strikeout on the part of Torres by Cisnero. So good job by Cisnero to get a good strikeout there by Cisnero, and that was just a good cut there. That was not a bad swing. It was just a good cut.
Yeah, that was an excellent cut by the ball. So great, nice job done. But I'm just gonna say Jose, because I don't want to destroy the last
wait a minute.
name.
Wait a minute. Oh, he gave that one a ride, and it was about, and it could have fallen either fair or that could have been out. But great play there by the right fielder of Detroit. So give him props for that.
If you're oh yeah, that was an excellently fielded ball. Hades. Shh. Sorry. Doggo barking. But yeah, if I'm Remnant Elementor here, I want to find the gap, exploit it, and try to drive in that run.
That's Elmeister, actually.
Oh, sorry. My screen quality sucks, so it's hard to see.
Oh,
I'm gonna bump up the screen quality a little bit and see if that helps.
Okay. I'm just hoping it's not dog shit, because...
It's not your side, it's mine. I was on a 360, so I couldn't read
okay.
the names.
Okay. All right,
It's
so
not
I checked
over,
it.
Reaper.
It's not over, yeah. Anyway, Elmeister lays off that low pitch, so now it's 2-2. But a well-hit single can drive in, but instead he lays off that pitch that is outside of both Elmeister and the strike zone. So now 3-2. And fouls it off. He had to do that. And wow, that was, I don't know, that was close. That could have just as easily been a ball as it was called a strike. I don't know. What do you think?
All right, well, I would have called it a ball, but again, this referee has kind of expanded the strike zone from what I've noticed a little bit.
Well, at least you got your 7 strikeouts, so I guess, great
Oh,
for you.
yeah.
But anyway, it all starts with Miguel Cabrera, and if the Tigers are going to make a run, they need it now. And to do it, they have to do it against Chapman.
This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there.
Yep, Chapman's just got to get 3 outs and it's over. But
And, well,
there
nice.
could be a comeback. You never know.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
Anyway, that was a good hit there, but just a little foul. Just a little foul.
So 1-1 pitch.
And Cabrera lays off that high pitch. In fact, it was so high, even the umpire wouldn't have called a strike on that one. And a single. That was just a good hit there.
Not what you want. That is not what you want to do if you're Chapman.
No, of course not. If you're Chapman, you wanted to get that out, but I mean, of course, if you're Detroit, obviously you want to get a runner on, and that's what you did.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And into bat next, it'll be Jamer Candelario.
And of course, Elmeister did everything he could to try to get that ball, but it was just well hit, so can't really fault him for that.
The first pitch.
But now if you're Chapman, you got to just focus on trying to get the next out. Maybe even get a double play if you can do it.
The 1-0.
Yeah, try to force a double play.
But in that case, he got him to swing and a miss, so that's 1-1. And
Chapman's a good pitcher when he's on, but when he's having an off day, it can be a really bad off day.
Swing and a miss. So now it's 2-2. So in other words, he's kind of like the modern day Mitch Williams. Although that time he got a strikeout.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
That was some nice execution on that pitch.
Sorry.
Spotted it nicely down around the
It's all
bottom
good.
of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Well, he does get the strikeout. And now a double play here could end the game. What am I saying? It will end the game.
Fastball here, no balls and strike. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 0 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times.
Yeah, it's
Cabrera,
if he gets a double play here, it's over. But I mean, it's been a frightening back and forth.
Although
game.
he hits this high, and it's out of here! It's a tie game thanks to Wilson Ramos. And he gets
And
all
this
of that
is what
ball.
I mean by Chapman. Lone save for Chapman.
And for Chaos, so much for you saying GG's, man.
That's what I mean.
Oh man, what a huge hit by Wilson Ramos. I mean, give him a lot of credit. I mean, he didn't give up.
Yeah,
And
that was just a bad. That was a great hit. I'll give him that. It's just.
Well, now I mean, it's a tie game now, so the best they can do is just get the next 2 outs, and the Yankees can try to win the game on the bottom of the 9th. But Chaos is like, let's freaking go. Anyway, a swing at what kind of swing was that? Why would you swing at a ball like that?
Because they're not paying attention.
Well, I would have said that, but I just would have think that he was trying to do too much. Anyway, swing and a miss and a strikeout against I forgot his last name, but it's a strikeout for Chapman. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, why didn't you do this last time against Ramos?
Nico Goodrow will come on
And wait a minute, we have a pitch hitting change by Detroit. We have a guy named Nico Goodrum. This is a first time look at him. I've never seen him before.
First pitch on its way. 1-0. Here it is.
And now 2-0 is the count. I mean, to your point, he does have a tendency to be very wild, but anyway, he finally gets a strike there, but
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Well, it's up to the bottom of the ninth. This has been a weird roller coaster day.
yeah, it really has. Anyway, swing and a miss, and 3 strikeouts for Chapman, but he gave up the 2-run home run to this man, Wilson Ramos. And again, give him a lot of credit. He didn't give up, and he got something he could hit, and he got all of it in spite of the rain. I mean, really, the Yankees had chances to really blow this game away if they could. Anyway, Goodrum, as we saw, is now the new first baseman. So we'll see how he does at first base. But up next is Gary Sanchez, who is 2 for 3.
First pitch on the way.
And wow, that could have been a strike, but to your point, the umpire is very inconsistent at times. And wait a minute, this could be, I believe, it's gone. Home run. The Yankees win.
Crap.
Or rather, I should say, what am I saying? The Yankees win. The Yankees win! I had to do it.
It's alright. That was just a crazy, crazy game. Well played by both teams. It just came down to the last hit.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've been their business so far.
Well,
Here to punch
You good there?
yeah, I just had to let you talk, but let's see. Yeah, it was at the lower part of the strike zone, in the middle, and he had just enough launch angle and enough power to get enough. And that was, wow, that was in the second deck. So he got a lot of it.
Yeah, he did. That was a well hit ball, but I will say this, the Yankees in the next round are going to have to get more consistency or they're done. They got lucky today. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
It was a great hit at the last minute.
And of course, player of the game, and I'm not going to dispute it, Gary Sanchez, the man who hit that home run to win him the game. Any arguments from you, if any?
No, none.
I mean, I could probably make a case for, Judge hitting that 2-run home run that gave him the lead at that point, but yeah, I'll give him that. Incredible. And of course the one that got the win is Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah, that does fit.
So while he doesn't get the save and could have just as easily lost the game, he kept his composure long enough to get the next 2 guys to strike out. So, good for him, but yeah, to your point, let's exit out and we'll showcase what the American League Championship Series is going to look like as the New York Yankees have moved on to the American League Championship game. And let me exit out here. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I will agree with you when I say that if they play this way against Chicago, yeah, they're not going to last very long.
Yep, and we have Garrett Cole coming up in that matchup.
Against the star of the new movie Lucas Giolito. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not even the same Lucas. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Anyway, anyway, a cheap plug there. Anyway, Chaos is switching to right field next season. Wait, so you're not going to be a pitcher anymore? Okay. I can change your position. That's not a problem. Well, probably when we get to the end of the World Series, then and start preparing for season 2, I might have to make some changes, but I'll see to it that you get to right field. So let me put that down. So Chaos says he wants to hit. Okay, so right field. Do you have a secondary position? You know, since you now are going to be in the right field, so you need a second position. So what's your second position? Because that'll definitely help me determine where I can put you in the lineup. You know, things like that. Anyway, so the next game, I may as well showcase this while I have a chance. Third base, okay. All right, third base it will be. All right. Okay. All right, so the next game next week is going to be Aaron Nola against Charlie Morton. But that's the pitching matchup. The actual matchup is the Phillies at the Braves, and Clinton.
I give the Braves the edge on that one.
And why do you suppose that is?
It's just that team is a murderer's row.
Yeah, because I mean you have Ozuna, you have Acuna Jr., you have Freddie Freeman. You have those guys, but then you also have like PPF, Rob Parks. That would be the same guy that made Minnie Morgan, by the way. Chris Clark, although I haven't seen him in a while, and I hope he's okay. And the Hulk, Walter Johnson. Need I say more?
No.
I mean, and for the Phillies, they have Tan Man, but they've already used his start, so Tan Man is not going to be able to help them.
Yep, just like I'm not going to really be able to help them the rest of the season.
Right. Also, let me check, and I'm just going to check the pitching matchup for the White Sox and Yankee series, if I may. Let's take a look. Okay.
Yeah, that's
that's Cole and Giolito. Okay, and Cole and Giolito are no slouches either. So really, you're playing your true number 2 guys there. Both teams are.
That's why it's like I think it's part of the reason some people don't like playing pitchers, creating themselves as pitchers, because you only get to play once every 5 days in the season mode.
Yeah, that is unless you make the World Series.
Yeah.
But of course, but hey, that's the thing you get when you pick those positions, and I don't begrudge anybody who picks pitchers, because pitchers are, you don't see those very often. You don't see pitchers very often. But with that said, that's going to do it for today's show. And I have to say, this was a very great game. You know,
It was.
it was, and I mean, heck, I honestly thought that Detroit was going to steal this one.
Yeah, it was a crazy matchup, back and forth. It's the kind of game that, as a viewer, you like.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
that's the only bad side of calling it when you're in the game is because you're invested in it. But trust me, if I was an outside watcher, it would have been a great game.
Oh, absolutely. And so, really, if the Phillies are going to win this, Aaron Nola has to pitch the game of his life.
Yeah, he has to shut down that lineup as
And
best he can, minimize the damage.
and by the same token, his guys have got to give him all the run support they can. I mean, it starts with McCutchen, and who else? Bryce Harper, among others. I mean, there's a couple of other. Realmuto. I almost forgot about him. But it really comes down to those three guys and the other six, if they have any chance to do this. So, with that said, I will see you guys next week, and maybe potentially tomorrow to do Backlash, the Super Show, WWE. I've already posted the card on Discord, so barring anything else that might prevent me from doing it tomorrow, I won't be able to do it on Sunday. That's for sure. So if I can't do it tomorrow, then Monday, and if I can't do it Monday, then Tuesday, and so on and so forth. But from all of us here, this is the Blue Toad to Jew22, and any last words, Mr. Clinton?
That was a great game. Thank you for watching. Have a good holiday weekend.
All right. Peace out, everybody. Okay. Oh. Oh, there we go. I was trying to